Hey now, I'm David here to talk again about spring, May of 1977, specifically the second show in our box set, May 12th, 1977 at the Auditorium Theater in Chicago, Illinois. They did 2 nights in Chicago, May 12th and 13th, coming on the heels of that great St. Paul show on May 11th, which of course came on the heels of New Haven, Boston, Buffalo, Cornell and Buffalo. The first night in Chicago, excellent show. I think both nights in Chicago are really, really hot nights. I think this night is probably a little better. If you got the bonus disc a few years ago with the June of '77 box set from Winterland, some of that material is here. Now it's the complete show. We're very happy. Great first set, opening up with a Bertha, with a really great pace to the Bertha, really great tempo. Sorry, not pace, tempo. Really, really wonderful stuff. Oh, that seagull's eating a crab. It's a pretty big crab too. It's bigger than his head. And we have a great Bertha. Another highlight of the first set, Jack Straw. Now Jack Straw had been out of the repertoire for almost 3 years. They didn't play it in '76. They brought it back the spring tour of 1977. So that is also brand new. And other highlights is of course the first set closing sequence of Mississippi Half Step. Big jam on the end of Mississippi Half Step into Dancing in the Street, and it's a ripping version of Dancing in the Street. And the second set, I'll talk a little bit about the big jam sequence because it as I mentioned when talking about the St. Paul show, and I think this will be a recurring theme talking about these shows, every second set had a very unique sequence, and this one is playing in the band. And there's a wonderful coming out of drums, a Not Fade Away that is just huge, just a really big, crazy jamming Not Fade Away into a Comes a Time that's just as beautiful as the one in Buffalo. It's just wonderful, wonderful. Comes a Time, and then there's a Playing in the Band reprise, and I think that's something you're going to find with these spring shows in 1977 is the second set sequences are really, really unique. They hadn't yet fallen into the format of being maybe 4 songs before drums and a big drums, Rhythm Devils, we're talking 1978, and then 3 songs maybe after. It would generally be seen as one continuous jam that might have a little drum interlude, maybe 2 or 3, 4 minutes of drums, but certainly nothing like the format, the very set format that it would become in spring of 1978 onward. It was still wide open. You didn't know what they were going to play, where they were going to play in the set. Just really, really wonderful stuff. So the second night of our box set, the first night in Chicago, really is a wonderful show. And I know a lot of people have been asking for the first set of the show for a long time, so we're very happy to be able to present the first set, plus the beginning of the second set that wasn't on that bonus disc, where I think it was only about an hour. Now you get the full 3 CD show, and it's a good one. So once again, Grateful Dead on May 12th, 1977. Excellent show, worth checking out as part of this box set. And again, as I said when talking about the St. Paul show, when you get this box, listen to it chronologically, and it'll really tell the story of 1 week in May of 1977. The highs and, well, I'd say the lows, but there's really not that much in the way of lows. You know, there's really, the band was playing so well in May '77 that when they did kind of find themselves making mistakes performing wise, they would kind of dig their way out of it and make gold out of it, and always really, really wonderful stuff. You don't really get any train wrecks in this, which train wrecks were, you know, a big part of what the Dead did throughout their career. I won't say a big part, but they happened, and they just generally didn't happen. They were playing really tightly. So once again, May 12th, '77, Chicago. Enjoy.